I play hundreds of horror games on this channel, and all of them scare the literal shit out of me. Today, I decided to try to find horror games based off of creepypastas. If you don't know what creepypastas are, they're some of the internet's scariest stories, often affiliated with some images of unknown backgrounds. I have found 6 horror games based off of the most famous creepypastas, and I'm gonna play and rank them to see how much they scared me. The tiers that I'm gonna be using to rank these games are will have nightmares about this game, had me tweaking out the whole time, scared the hell out of me, kinda scary, and not scary at all. Eyeless Jack. I loaded into this game and started talking to this guy named Edwin. This guy was my brother, and I think I was moving into his house to live with him. Oh shit, dude, you're aura farming in the kitchen again.
Why don't you get some rest? You had quite a long ride to get here.
1:12 a.m. Who the f sleeps with their window open? I heard that. And your window's wide open, you dumbass. I woke up randomly in the middle of the first night, and I heard some noises outside my house, but nothing really too crazy, and then I woke up for the next day. This day, I was told to clean the piles of leaves outside. All right, what's my guess? My guess is that my friend is dead, and... never mind, he's aura farming with a cup again. I'm so sus of Edwin, or whatever his name is. Are you guys sus of him too? I think that's dried blood. I can't really tell, and it's kind of strange that that's right outside my window. But for some reason, I didn't tell Edwin about this, so I just went back to sleep. Oh, shit. What does it want me to do? Does it want me to look out the window? Dude, if my window was open in the middle of the night and I knew it wasn't me, I would be freaking out, but the guy I'm playing as just goes back to bed. What's up, Edwin? I have some questions for you.
What's going on?
What the hell happened to you? Take a look in the mirror.
So there ended up being a giant cut on my face when I woke up, so then I went to the doctor. Now this is where things got very weird, because the doctor tells me not only is there a giant cut on my face, but I'm missing one of my kidneys. Like it was taken out of me and I was stitched back together. Don't we only have one of those too? Wait. Do we have 1 or 2 kidneys? That might be a red flag not to sleep there again, but apparently, again, the guy I play as doesn't give a f and goes back to bed at the house. Edwin! Edwin! Don't put me outside. Put me outside and I quit the damn game right now. No. No! Oh my God. So that was the guy who I think stole my kidney. After that happened, I woke up in the doctor's office and he told me I made it out with minor injuries, but my brother Edwin died. I'm not gonna lie, half the time I thought Edwin was like low-key the bad guy, but he's not. I got a picture of that. Is that f***ing Edwin? Why did I pick that shit up? I don't really know why that happened. I picked up Edwin's kidney, I think, and then the game ended. This was based off a super popular creepypasta in the 2010s called Eyeless Jack. There was this guy named Eyeless Jack who would sneak into people's houses, and while they were asleep, he would steal their organs and stitch them back together. Pretty damn freaky if you ask me, but not really too crazy. So I'm gonna put the game in scared the hell out of me tier. Insomnus experiment. I loaded into this game and some text popped up on my screen saying, Russian researchers in the late 1940s kept 5 people awake for 15 days using an experimental gas-based stimulant. Then it just spawned me into this creepy, dark, gray area. Oh my gosh. Just puts us in here, okay. What the f is that?
After 5 days without sleep, the paranoia started to kick in.
This is freaky as shit. I feel like something's gonna jump out in my face. This game immediately made me start to tweak out. I kept finding audio logs of this doctor talking about these people who he was experimenting on, and it sounded like the people were going progressively insane.
After 9 days, one test subject started screaming until his vocal cords broke.
Fun fact that happened to me, I lost my voice screaming too much playing horror games.
Be inside, always waiting, watching, seeking your eyes and not closed to stay open.
Sorry, I just left that dude. Listening to that guy. That guy was creepy. As long as nothing like shows up, dude. I'm like convincing myself I'm seeing people.
We no longer want to be freed.
That thing is really f***ing creepy. If you couldn't recognize that guy, he's from the original creepypasta. You know, that scary ass image. It's so creepy. I think it's like the creepiest photo on the internet.
They were not people anymore. They ate their own flesh. rip their own organs out. I looked at his eyes and his mouth.
Is there someone there? Oh my god, there is.
I must remain awake.
Oh, the gas turned off. We're chilling now. Whoa!
So easily. We are you. We are the madness that lurks within you.
What? Keep cutting what? Oh my god! That jump scare, bro. That is the cheapest jump scare ever. So this game was obviously based on the Russian sleep experiment creepypasta. Now the story goes that in the 1940s, Soviets were testing out this new stimulant to keep people awake. Apparently they tested this drug on 5 people, and for the first 5 days they were completely calm, reading books and laying down, you know, just staying awake. And then on days 5 to 9, they were whispering to each other, showing paranoia, you know, kind of like the game indicated. Past day 9, things got insane. The people started to like mutilate and eat their own flesh, slowly turned into these monsters. And then the soldiers went in and tried to stop the experiment, but these mutilated people killed all the soldiers. And then they were like, we shall never sleep or some shit. I don't know. Now that story is insanely scary, but also completely fiction. This famous image that was attached to it was actually some prop at a haunted house. This game was very well made and scared the shit out of me. So due to this, I'm gonna put it in the had me tweaking out the whole time tier. The Father reboot. I loaded into this game and it was immediately super freaky. I'm gonna try my best to explain it, but it won't make sense until the end. I loaded into this game and some text popped up saying, Father, someone has invaded. And then it says, let them in, they will fail. Oh nah, we're in? We're in the damn game? What the? So that looks like Link from Legend of Zelda. Then there was like a human face subtly behind it. That's really disturbing. Super fast. Around 80% of you guys watching are not subscribed. So if you're enjoying the video, just subscribe. It's free. After this, it spawns me into seemingly a cursed version of Zelda. Where are we? And why does this look so familiar? I feel like I'm playing Wizards 101 right now. What's going on actually? Someone tell me. Do I go back here? Okay. Okay, all right, hello. What this could lead to. Oh, shit. To be honest with you, I don't know why I got back to myself. What do you want me to say? This game makes no sense. It's just, it feels like a cursed version of Zelda. What the oh my gosh. Does anybody even like remotely get this? What's up, Link? You're chilling in your... I don't know a damn thing that I'm seeing right now, okay? Oh, hey, Link. You just don't quit, do you? Fine, I have an idea, but don't expect me to protect you. Oh my god. You should have never come here. This guy kind of looks like Markiplier. I know I'm not tweaking. I'm sorry, dude. Why do you hate me? It's okay. I promise. The game closed. The game just quit itself right there. I don't know if that was like a person directly talking to me. It really seemed like that, but he ended with saying, I hate you. This game had the freakiest jump scares I've seen in a long time, mainly because they weren't jump scares. They would just cut to the most cursed image you could think of. This game was based on the insanely popular creepypasta Been Drowned. So the story goes that one day someone was at a garage sale and bought a copy of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. He took home the game and started playing it and saw a saved file named Ben. So obviously, like any normal person would, he deletes the save file to start a new one. And this is where goes south. Whenever the guy tried to play the game now, it was haunted by this entity named Ben. The NPCs would be saying weird shit. The music would play backwards. Basically, the entire copy was just, you know, cursed, kind of like what we were playing. You come to realize that there's a ghost of the boy trapped in the game cartridge. His name is Ben. So obviously, we were playing that save file where a person was trapped inside of it. This game was super scary, and every jump scare was just fucking weird. So I'm gonna put it in had me tweaking out the whole time tier. Momo is here. I loaded into this game and it just spawned me into this dark, messy room and it didn't tell me anything. What the hell? You're gonna tell me what to do? Are you gonna tell me anything? Okay. I think I see Momo. So obviously, if you couldn't tell, that's Momo, the famous Momo, which I'll get more into later, and they are haunting this area. Momo's calling. I can see you. No, you can't. What do you mean you can see me? What do you want me to do? The hell? It literally just teleported me, dude. Okay, so I think I have to get into the elevator to escape. Okay. Well, there's Momo. Dude, I thought this game was gonna be a little bit better than this. I walk way faster than this, and I sprint a trillion times faster than it. Well, that's extremely underwhelming. That is Momo. That's all I have to say. Okay, I beat level 1. We don't actually want me to play this, right? Like, can I quit? Like, look, there's no jump scare when you die. You just die. Okay, I'm done. Believe it or not everything scares me. Sometimes we run into games like this, and that's fine. You know, that's fine. I'm not gonna knock the game or anything. It just wasn't scary at all and was a piece of shit. Obviously, this game is based off of the famous Momo statue, which actually existed. This statue was going so viral, like, I think back in 2018. And it was made by some guy named Kaisuke Osawa. I might be butchering that. He was the guy who made the sculpture and called it Mother Bird. And it obviously gained so much traction because of how fucking freaky it is, dude. Look at this damn statue and tell me that doesn't scare you. I'm not gonna lie, I had high hopes for this game. You know, it severely underperformed and let me down, so I'm gonna put it in the not scary at all tier. Reunion. I loaded into this game and some text popped up on the screen talking about how I was an adult now and I no longer lived in this orphanage. Then it says that I have a brother who's missing, but I believe he's alive, so I go to search for him. I spawned into this creepy area with this giant warehouse and just walked up to it. This crib isn't creepy at all, dude. That's a great point, bro. Who the hell is like going out to here? After a little bit of time, I figure out how to get the elevator to work and then I go inside of it, but this happens. Why did the elevator stop? How the f did we end up here? Excuse my language. Dude, where are we? I end up in a big ass room. It kind of just looks like a giant warehouse with these big balls. They kind of look like Syndrome's robots. I think some of you guys will get that reference. Unless nothing Oh! What the hell? Let me run. Oh, shit! What? Well, I guess I found my brother. I don't think he misses me. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you can tell by the way he just dunked on my ass. Well, he's not really fluent. That's kind of a stretch. Whoa! He can't even do shit, though. Like, hi, little bro. That's right, dude. Is this my brother? Because if so, I'm gone, right? So here we get a better look at him. He's just staring at me through a window. And if you can't recognize that face, I'll come back to it later. My task now was to turn 7 valves for some reason. Are we for real right now? I hate being chased. Oh, shit! I'm dead. I'm so dead. Oh, shit! The door... Oh my gosh! He just dunked on me even harder there. I died there to him doing an even crazier dunk on me, and sadly, the game bugged right after this, so it didn't let me progress. If you couldn't tell by now, the game was based around Jeff the Killer, which is this famous image that I guarantee you 90% of you guys have seen before. This story goes that there was one guy named Jeff who moved into a new neighborhood. This neighborhood that he moved into had a few bullies who bullied him a lot, and one time, they poured alcohol on him and set him on fire. Now, somehow, Jeff actually survives, but his face is horrifically burned. After this, he carves his mouth to make a permanent smile, kind of like a wannabe Joker, and then he goes and kills his parents. I don't know why he kills his parents in the creepypasta and not the bullies. That kind of annoys me. So this image behind it is creepy as shit, but obviously not real at all. It's probably just photoshopped, or at least I hope it's photoshopped. Now, this game was very well made, and it was pretty scary, but it was also kind of basic. So I'm gonna put it in the scared the hell out of me tier. Escape from Lavender Town. I loaded into this game and it just spawned me into Lavender Town playing the music. And then I just started walking around. All right, we're in. This is literally just Lavender Town. Hello? I have a terminal illness. Wow. My Pokemon died last year. I come to the tower every day to pray for them. Your Pokemon can't die, dude. They can only faint. I just literally talked to everybody. Am I missing something? I don't know what to do. I couldn't figure out what to do. That is until someone in my chat was like, dude, just quit the game. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What in the world is happening? The game actually quit and then it relaunched itself, except this time it was creepy as hell. It's showing a bunch of dead Pokemon. What is this? Is a terminal illness guy. You're going to die before me. You have to accept it. The screen was also flashing with images of dead Pokemon. That's f***ed up. We all know I love Pokemon. Finally, you're here. Hold on. How the f*** did it do that? It said this game was not made for everyone. It was made for you, Gunner. That's my name. I didn't enter in my name at the beginning of the game. I didn't do any of that. At this point, I was myself because I was streaming. So I was worried that the game was about to like leak my address. So I tried to quit. I hit Alt F4. Nothing was working. I was spamming escape. Nothing was working. I can't do anything. Alt F4 isn't working. Okay. Yay. If you have never heard of the Lavender Town creepypasta, let me fill you in because it scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. The story goes that the Pokemon Red that was released in Japan had this Lavender Town theme that was so high-pitched and disturbing to kids' ears. And this sound made children go insane. It said that it would cause them to be sick, have insomnia, and even off themselves. Now, obviously, this was entirely false, but when I was a kid, I believed it because, you know, I was a little dumbass playing Pokemon on the bus and, you know, someone would be like, yo, have you heard of the Lavender Town thing? This game was pretty freaky, but at the end there, it was actually like a different kind of scary. So due to this, I'm gonna put it in We'll Have Nightmares About This Game tier. So that's the list. Let me know if you guys want to see more games based on creepypastas. There's a ton out there, so just let me know.
Yeah, your love is like a drug to me. Finna roll down, yeah, we getting high and we chilling in the wind, looking at the sky and it got some stars in it and we fucking vibing it.